We'll begin with the orchestra seniors. On behalf of all the music teachers at Catonsville High, we're very fortunate to feel that this is a truly family environment. And with every family, of course, there are always good moments, there are always bad, but there are always much more good moments. And so we're very honored to have worked with these individuals. They are the first class that started completely after the virtual COVID. And so these individuals have a special place in our heart. Every time we lose a senior class, it puts a little bit of a hole in our heart, but we will miss them all, but we are excited to see what they're going to do. So we're going to recognize all the seniors, beginning with the orchestra. Our first orchestra senior, Eva Abasta. Amber Rolla. Elsie Colson. Tegan Franklin. Solomon Gillette. Josephine Marks. Ryan Perez. Patrick Schellenberger. And our last orchestra senior, Francis Uncle. And so, to the seniors, just a simple thank you for your dedication, your example, your leadership, and you're going to be missed. One more hand for the orchestra.
So I'd just like to say how thankful I am for my seniors, actually this whole class. For the past 5 or 6, maybe 7 years, I haven't had a first period. I've come into work and had a break first thing in the day. And so this year I came in, first time teaching choir ever, after 30 years of teaching. And I got to be with really a special group. This whole class was awesome to work with. They were so helpful for me, getting to know the ropes, and really, I didn't have to teach them that much because they're so awesome. So, my seniors, Hazel Goya, Samara Rose, Kylie Cooper, Jordan Fernandez, Why Helen, Ali Otterman, Vaisiana, and Rodney Singleton. Again, thank you so much, all of you, for all your help and just really being awesome to work with.
So this night for me is always bittersweet. I love making music with this group, but then I also realized that for the seniors, it's the last time we're going to have that opportunity, and that really does sadden me. This is a very special class for me because one of the main reasons is that they were the first first band class after returning from COVID. We all know what a mess that was. So it was a very small freshman band class, but they love music, so they stuck with it. They believed in the class, they believed in me, and for that, I couldn't be more thankful to you all. I really appreciate that. I can picture that day as if it was yesterday, them all sitting in class as ninth graders, and it's amazing to think about where they were then and what they just performed a few minutes ago, and I couldn't be more proud of them. They've come so far musically and as young adults, and you guys are just terrific. I love you all, and I'm really going to miss you. Lauren Blair. Vivian Coulihan. Patrick Slonka. Katie Fraser. Pearson Hollis. Cameron Hanthorne. Josephine Marks. David McBride. Conrad Glenn. Jayla Rupert. Wiley Schellenberger. Richard Shoemaker. Already had 2 back operations, Richard, don't give me another one. Izzy Wilkie. All right, how about another round of applause for all the seniors?
Hello. It was like a couple months ago, Mr. Garvin told me about, like 20 or so years ago, we used to do Battle of the Bands here at Catonsville High School. I guess some of y'all in the audience might remember that. And he was telling me, yeah, there you go. And he was telling me like there used to be so many people so eager to compete that they would have to like cut off the time at the end. Like we would get time limited because it would just go so late because everybody wanted to compete. And when I heard that from him, it at first was like a little bit disheartening because we don't have an institution like that at Catonsville anymore, and it's kind of lame that we don't have something like that going on anymore. But what it reminded me of are the people in this community that do keep the institutions for the arts running and at the high level that we hold them to be at Catonsville. Like, Mr. Garvin, he probably wasn't expecting me to say anything about him, but I owe a lot of I don't know, I think of my character to him because it was his class and the way he runs his class and the way he chooses to put so much passion and interest in his own music taste and his interest to his career in music into his class. Like on the first day of class, he told us, I love yapping and I love video games, and I don't know, but we need more people like that. And you know, Jonathan, he really gets on my nerves sometimes, but as much as I hate to say it, we need more people like him who have the interest and the motivation and the passion to compose their own piece, and And I'm sure some parents in the audience will remember people like, I forget his last name, but Lucas, maybe 6 years ago, who was like leading like with a bass solo on pieces and composing his own piece. And people like that, we need people like that in this community who are, they're the beating heart of the arts department at Catonsville. And so, I know Mr. Hamilton, I'll keep it short because I know you're a really humble guy and you don't like people talking about you, but that too, I appreciate you immensely for fostering my interest in music theory and, you know, giving me something that I'm like looking forward to each day. And I guess the bottom line is we need more people like that in our community to keep our institutions, you know, at the level that we like to pride ourselves about in Catonsville. So if you're gonna like clap afterwards, I would like to clap for, you know, our teachers and the people like that in our community.
I'm really bad at public speaking, so I'm going to make this short, or brief. A little over a year and a half ago, I decided that I wanted to switch music to oboe. I was definitely in over my head, but I was too excited and I ran down to the band room to Mr. Neck's office and told him I want to switch. Logically, he should have told me no. He should have told me that I was crazy, and that statistically, it's one of the hardest instruments to learn, and I was already a sophomore. But he didn't. All he said was, sure, if you think you can play by next year, you can do it. Looking back, it made me realize that he always believed in me. I basically self-taught myself most of the skills, and truly, it was his confidence that pushed me forward. Because of that, I got to do things I never imagined. I was able to become first chair oboist in our all-county band. I did an honor band that was an amazing experience, and I even got to play with the Baltimore Symphony Orchestra this year. In every single one of these opportunities, I doubted myself and my ability to do them to the point where I wasn't even going to try out for the Visa concert. But he believed in me. Every step of the way, he believed in me. He believed that I was good enough, especially in the times that I didn't. That sums up the type of teacher he is. A teacher who pushes his students to be better, even when they don't think they can be. His confidence in me actually changed the direction of my life path, because next year I'll be attending UMD, majoring in accounting and finance. However, I will also be attending the Honors College, studying music composition to write my own piece of someday. All because of you. Figure out my life passion and the thing I die happy doing. Thank you truly for everything, and I hope I can make you proud of helping your past student in the future. I'm going to miss you all.
I played the baritone sax for all 4 years of high school. I just wanted to truly thank Mr. Mackey for all that he's done for me, developing my skills as a musician and a person. He has been overwhelmingly supportive and dedicated to pushing me and all of us to be the greatest musicians we can be. Rather be in my freshman year some 10 kids with a low-end section that consisted of a baritone sax, a trombone, and 2 fan and a tenor, or crunch time right before adjudication. He always went above and beyond for rehearsal to help us individually and truly excel. When I was in the lowest pits of self-doubt, second period of it takes to lighten my mood and become a highlight of my day. Mr. Dickey has fundamentally changed how I view success and failure within myself. I'm so appreciative of him for that. The highlight of my career for a high school band was this year in all-county jazz. It was a great opportunity that he recommended before. And it was that night that I truly felt the growth and development that he has been instilling within me since freshman year. And it truly cemented my love for this class and music. Next class, he said that he felt like a proud father watching us play that night. And it just really made me take a step back and look at how far I've personally progressed. I'm struggling to tell the difference between like an F natural and F sharp to now being part of like some of the highest chairs and a lot of extracurriculars like all kind of jazz, TU, Susquehanna. It made me truly realize that I was capable of great things through putting in that hard work and dedication. I'm truly so proud to call myself a student of the Orchestra Navy. Your class of music has forever changed my life, and I can never thank you enough.
Hi everybody. Mr. Nagy has told us a few times now that as he's getting older, he's becoming more and more sentimental, thinking about the ways we've grown and reflecting on the past more often. As a senior citizen myself, I also want to take the time to reminisce with you all, but going where it's not going. I remember back when we were still wearing masks in my freshman year, how intimidating the crowd of the first concert was. Most of us hadn't practiced in months, it sounded like experimental jazz, and barely knew what our instruments were. I, for one, had no idea how to control my hair, properly wet a reed, and I still or even use my tongue. These days, I can assure you that at least we don't wear masks. As I'm writing this, saying this, the thought of having our last concert still brings me nerves, because we're very different music. Mr. Nagy has always been someone I can count on to provide a space where I can feel at home during my rainy days. Whether that be a long math test, a sleepy morning, or just a bad week in bed, I can always count on the band to bring the sunshine back and break the clouds. And I'm quite worried about losing the boy. You think I kind of face the safe space that came with it. One that has helped me grow both as a musician and as a person. As I look forward to the future, I feel that the sentimentality of my old bones speaking again. But it's hope. Music has led me to making incredible friends, having amazing experiences, and knowing someone as wonderful, as wonderful as Mr. Nagy has my back. I know that, thanks to him and the world, he has helped mold me. I will prosper down the line. For that, I am eternally grateful for having such a perfect mentor and a wonderful friend. I love this music program, and I love you, Mr. Nagy.
Like everyone else, I didn't actually write a speech. I wrote points I wanted to get to, because I didn't want to sound like a robot, because I would if I just read off a script. But also I'm a crier, so this is not going to be understandable by the other policy. I started band almost 9 years ago. Okay, it's already starting. I started band almost 9 years ago now. And it was really just because I wanted to get out of the Spanish class I had. And so I did that. And then I moved across the country to here now, because I'm not from here. And I played band the rest of elementary school, and then I joined in middle school, and I was like, this is fun. But it's not like that great. And by the end of middle school, I wanted to quit, but my mom said no. So I didn't quit. And I went to band in high school. And I'm still here now, so like obviously it was worth it. But what was my point? Anyway, my point was that a teacher can make or break a subject for you. Mr. Nady definitely made it for me. I'm not going to look at you right now because I will cry more. And if I could do it for another 4 years, I will. But I really don't want to do 4 more years in high school. So, yeah, that's it.
Knowing exactly how the year was going to play out. So imagine my surprise when there was a brand new teacher sitting in the tiny desk up in that room. And imagine my biggest surprise when he said, "Hi, I'm Mr. Garvin. I'm a guitar teacher." And we all looked around and we were like, "Why? Guitar." And from there, I had no idea how the rest of the year was going to go or how it was going to look. And I'm really happy that I can stand here and say I've had one of the best years of choir of my whole life. I've been singing since the beginning, so, I have a lot of experience, and for him to not know, how to direct choir, how to really even play piano, and he spent every single day at his own house at his own time learning the piano parts just so we could have them, and searching the far ends to find the songs that we wanted to sing, and accommodating to everything that we wanted for a profession that he isn't qualified to do, but I can. Every day, had a good time, and I even ended up student leading the baby choir class because I just had such a good time with Mr. Garvin as a person, as a teacher, as a choir director, as a guitar teacher. He was always there, and I'm really, really grateful that we had him over nobody this year. Too much of your time. We all pretty much want to go home by now, but I really just want to thank Mr. Garvin for taking the wheels. After finding out that Mr. Walker was going to be here for my last year of chorus, I was really sad, but once Garvin started teaching and we started helping him, we were like the GPS and he was driving the wheel and we were just giving directions on where to go, what to do, and he took them and he steered us into the right direction, and our last concert was actually really, really good, and I'm really proud of him, and we are very, very grateful for him.
Hi, as obviously you all know your homes, I'm trying to keep this short as well. I want to talk about the part of choir that you guys don't see at all. The part where, before this concert, somebody got stuck in the elevator and we had to get them out. The part where we're having to drop songs days before the concert. You may not know, but at the beginning of this year, Mr. Garvin wanted us to sing Here We Go. It was a song that, once he found out he was going to be the choir director, he was so excited for us to sing. However, his experience did not allow us to do that at the very beginning, but we ended up being able to do it for our festival, and we sang amazingly, all thanks to him, of course. I remember finding out that Mr. Walker wasn't going to be here, and just being kind of worried about who might take over. But I'm really, really happy that it's Mr. Garvin. He's amazing, and although we don't always see eye to eye on what we should be doing, he's still just a great choir director. So, can we just get a round of applause for him and all the leaders? Give this to Mr. Garvin. It's a little certificate for 1 year of high school choir direction. You saw me running around during the concert. I was trying to get everybody's signatures on it and managed to do that. Well, all the seniors' signatures. Yeah. So thank you all for coming.